All right, so let's open our notes. We're looking at these unit 0 notes here, everybody. And let me recap where we were. So we now are solving equations, okay, as opposed to expressions. And we started with, one-step equations where we just, like in this case, multiply both sides by the reciprocal. We have some two-step equations like this. Okay, and so then the last thing in your notes probably would look something like this. And now we are going to do some multi-step equations. So let's draw a line there. All right, so the process or the steps that we're going to take are going to be very similar to before. It's just going to take us a little bit more work to get there. So something like this would require some multi-steps. Let's say we had 3 times the quantity, x minus 2, minus 2x, plus 3 is equal to negative 12. Move that over a little bit. All right, so we're going to follow the same things that we did before. If you see a number in front of parentheses, you want to distribute. So we're going to distribute that 3. And we get 3x minus 6. So real similar concept to what we were just working on. And I'll just rewrite the other part. So negative 2x plus 3 is equal to negative 12. All right, now I'm going to combine like terms. Again, following the same ideas that we were doing before. So we have 3x minus 2x will be 1x. Negative 6 plus 3 is minus 3. Is equal to negative 12. I'm down to x minus 3 is equal to negative 12. Remember, I'm trying to solve for x, so I have to get the x by itself. I'm going to add 3 to both sides. So once we add 3 to both sides, we get x equals negative 9. So harder problem because we have multiple steps, but the steps are all things that we've done. Distributing in the first step, combining like terms in the second step, and then adding something or subtracting something from both sides in the third step. Okay, we just need to kind of piece it all together. All right, so let me do one more here. All right, so let's say we had 4 times 2x minus 1 plus 2x plus 2 is equal to 28. So I have 4 times 2x minus 1 plus 2x plus 2 equals 28. What do we do first? Yes, distribute. Very good. We're going to distribute the 4. So I'm going to distribute, and we get 8x minus 4. And then I'll rewrite the plus 2x plus 2 is equal to 28. Good start. What do we do next? Yes. Awesome. Combine like terms. So 8x plus 2x will be 10x. Negative 4 plus 2 minus 2 is equal to 28. Yes, next.
You add the 2.
Awesome. We're going to add 2 to both sides. So that gives us 10x is equal to 30. And then divide. Excellent. Divide both sides by 10. And x comes out to be 3. All right. Good work, everybody. Good job. So lots of steps, but things that are within our ability to. All right, let me give you 2 quick ones that are just a little bit shorter, just to kind of review that you had, because tonight's homework, this will be like the hardest part, will be these multi-step ones. And then if you recall in last class, we may have had something like this. We'd have 6 times x minus 8 is equal to 18. So this one would be shorter, okay? First thing we're going to do, could do, is distribute the 6. So I get 6x, and 6 times negative 8 would be minus 48 is equal to 18. Now we want to move that 48 over, so I add 48 to both sides. Sorry, I added wrong there. 66, right? And then we want to divide both sides by 6. 66 divided by 6 is 11, right? All right, good. All right, so we can do that. So that's kind of what we were doing before. And one more possible one of kind of just a one-stepper. Let's say we had 4/3 A is equal to 16. All right, remember, when we have a coefficient, that's just a fancy word for the number in front, we multiply by the reciprocal, which is just a fancy word of flip it over. So I'm going to take the 4/3 and flip it over, and I'm going to multiply both sides by 3/4. So I get A is equal to, when I do 16 times 3/4, there's a number of ways I could do this. I could do 16 times 3 and then divide it by 4. Or I could reduce those two things. Or I could, plug it into my calculator. In any case, we're going to get 12. I think the easiest way is to reduce this, like 4 goes into 4 once, and then 16 4 times. 4 times 3 is 12. But any of those ways would be okay to solve that. All right, any questions?